G'day everybody there, hope you're all well. Look, I just wanted to walk through a couple of things we've just seen happen fairly recently. Of course, Bitcoin has come off quite significantly. We are down 5.5% or thereabouts. And it's sort of happened quite quickly. If I just show it to you on the 15, you'll see it sort of just went whooshka. A very decent sort of fall. Not massive, you know, $200-300, something like that. And it kind of sets it up now for potential trades for me. Waiting to see if we get any pullbacks up into this region. Obviously, we do have a downtrend there on the 4 hour, on the 8 hour, on all these time frames. So what was a nice little trend starting to, I guess, walk its way through, has now reversed, which is quite common. Because we see the uptrend, then we go downtrend, then we go uptrend. And that's why it's been tricky trading since we've sort of had that run up to 14,000 or so. I mean, look, we go downtrend, then we reverse to uptrend, very short period of uptrend, then we go downtrend, an ugly downtrend, then we go uptrend. You know, we typically have been finding one trade in each of these moves. I haven't found one over here just yet. There was this trade here off of the 11,000 level. That was a nice one. There was this one a couple of weeks back on that 2 hour cradle. That I put out there. That one back here, again, we managed to capture a fair old chunk of that move, getting stopped out up here. So again, we are getting opportunities. It's just they're few and far between. There was no opportunity on that last recent fall, and from my view, the only opportunity, or the only potential opportunity that was available here was at 2 o'clock in the morning for me, so I didn't take it, and it was this, and I probably would have taken that had I been around. Of course, it would have been stopped out, but you know, stiff bickies. It just is what it is. So yeah, I mean, right now we are failing to have any trends with any real amount of direction for long. You know, this was a decent one, but this one not enough. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens from here. It has been messy. There haven't been as many trades going lately, but that's what is required by good traders, is to know when to stay out of the market and when to get in and be active. If you have a look here, I mean, if we can hold 10, let's hypothetically say that we do hold 10, all right? High or low, and then we come back up. That'd be really positive. The other opportunity, or the other side of that, is if we break down through 9. If we do break down through 9, then, you know, that's fine as well. I just want some direction. I'd much rather the market to go up. You've heard me say it 1,000 times before. I would much prefer that. But the reality of this is that we just got to trade what's in front of us. And what's in front of me right now? Well, a fairly good bit of red. So let me go through and have a look at a couple more of these with you guys. Ethereum here, I was a bit bummed. You know, there was a beautiful cradle that pulled back up into here. I didn't take that cradle. Probably should have, obviously. With hindsight, it's very easy. But look, I was actually looking at this. I was trying to get a bit more sneaky on this bad boy. 1, 2, 3 test. I wanted it to come down and just stop. You know, give me another opportunity and get a stop in with a bit of a tighter stop. But now, of course, it has already moved, and I didn't partake in that trade. Now, what I'm looking at is really just seeing if there's any pullbacks. You know, just going to see is there any pullbacks back up into this cradle zone. We'll have to wait and see. It's not there yet, but it is certainly a nice downtrend. If we go across now to EOS, it is down, and not a lot more to say about that. I didn't mind EOS here. It just didn't give me a really bearish candle. Stellar, of course, pretty average. XRP, didn't take this. The candle was a little bit too big for me. Probably could have taken that. Again, hindsight, but the fact is, I didn't take it. And it is starting to fall back again now. That old support through here has become resistance for the time being. And yeah, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be looking for opportunities to short from here. Now, let me just draw in some fibs for you guys. There we go, and let's just draw it in from here. Okay, 38.2. I think I'm just going to put it to there as well. All right, that's the one I like. Okay, is there anything for that one as well? No. I'm going to get rid of that one, but from this and this back into the 61.8 and the 50, that is something that I will be keeping a close eye on. I'll pop that into the watch list. All right, let's keep going. We'll dig a little bit deeper here. Litecoin. Coming off, but no trade, sitting at $74 mark. Bitcoin Cash, again, pretty average. Binance coming off, but average. Tron rolling over, not the greatest. Cardano, didn't really like this on the daily because it didn't pull back very far, and it's quite divergent. Again, I'm not too interested there. And Bitcoin SV, again, having a fall. So the main ones I like the look of are XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Guys, trade safely, and you know, if you can't make it along to these live courses, that's not a problem. If you're in another part of the world, don't forget all the content, all the courses are there online for you. So just jump in, get access, and we'll speak to you soon. Take it easy, guys. Bye for now.